Okay, so today we have an amazing video.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, amazing might be a bit of a stretch, but we are going to look at 3 individual tiny space properties, ranging from the ultra luxury, ultra expensive New York City, down to the modest, overly expensive mobile home, into the current latest trend, especially for our hipster folks, the tiny house. So we're going to check out all 3 of these. We're going to see how they stack against each other. And at the end of the video, I mean, heck, at the end of the video, if you're still here, I love you. But you know what? Scratch that. If you're here right now and you haven't clicked off, I love you. Okay? So that's what we're gonna do. Not a whole lot that I'm gonna say. Oh, wait. You thought I was gonna let you guys get away without me thanking you? Thank you. Every single person that has taken the time to show support and motivate me. You guys have been amazing. And that's probably an understatement. You guys have been more than amazing. The fact that you actually have me believing, right? You have me believing that we can get to 100 on this channel. I was just happy with the 50, and then you guys just blew that out the water. 100 plus likes on a video. I don't understand. So thank you. Seriously, I will always, no matter what, be humble, be thankful, whether it's 1, 10, whatever. If you just here for 1 second, you mean the world to somebody. Even if you don't think you mean the world to me. But if you're here with me, you mean everything, okay? You mean everything. So, we're going to check out this video. We're going to start with Enos. As we all know, Enos is amazing, amazingly detail-oriented, home tour guider or whatever the term is for this type of content creator. He is him. He is like at the top of the top of the top, okay? With extra cherries, okay? So we're gonna check out his video first, which he's gonna be looking at apartments in New York, and we're going to either be wowed or underwhelmed. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, Dennis, what are we doing today? Do you even know what we're doing today?
I have
Dallas
no idea.
barbecue.
You told me to dress up.
I have a little day plan for you. Actually, there's a coffee shop over here. Let's go get a coffee.
Where
and
are
I'll
they,
fill you in.
Brooklyn?
We have a guy on the way. He's a realtor.
Okay.
He specializes in micro apartments.
Okay.
Micro
We're going to be
apartments.
looking at some of the
specifically.
smallest apartments in Manhattan today.
You're kidding,
Under
right?
under 300 square feet.
What?
Let's see what happens.
You guys saved me a spot right in the front. I've got a couple places. Once you see them, you can't unsee them.
Mikey,
I'm
getting
afraid.
two of these. If you want, I'll get you one.
No,
too.
I'm good. 3 biscotti. I'll get a cranberry.
Since around COVID.
What's up, guys? I'm Cash Jordan, and I've been a rental agent here in New York City for 12
Okay,
years.
so these are for
Today,
rent.
we're going to see some apartments. See this? This is how much space you're going to get.
I don't know what to get. I'm just here to observe and enjoy. But yeah, we're about to see some crazy places, I guess.
Your name?
What's up, man? Jesus.
Nice to
I
meet you.
see you on Instagram all the time.
Cool, man.
That's hilarious.
That's
I was
great.
just walking by. I
Dude,
was
that's
like,
so funny.
Yeah, man. You're doing a good job,
I
man.
appreciate that.
Definitely, man.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
No love for Ennis?
Yeah, Cash
Right?
is killing it over here. Shout out to Cash in New York.
All right, where are we starting?
At the cheapest place we have, and the smallest.
And
How much?
Let's
it
go.
is-
Man, you gotta tell me how much, man. What?
Pretty interesting building. It's got security cameras. They've done what they could to make the hallway better. I think it's actually pretty good for this neighborhood. Let's head upstairs.
How's it going?
I mean,
I like the music. This music kind of vibey.
on the hallway.
But these are the bathrooms.
Okay. No shower.
No, that's right here. They're half bath.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Let me go in there. Just like a good old exterior door to seal it off.
It's
That's
like
crazy. It's
college.
like a sauna,
Here we go.
but not.
It's
probably hot as well.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh wow. Dude, this is a walk-in closet.
1,000.
I mean, a lot to soak it in here. So
I thought it would be more, to be honest
I
with
guess
you.
vanity slash. Hey, it
Yeah.
drains, so it's your sink kind of setup here.
Yep, you can.
But that's crazy.
How would you frame this? I'm assuming this is kind of like your loft. You put the bed up
So
here.
Yep.
what most people probably would do is a loft isn't for everyone because you know if you have to use the restroom, you have to
not
climb
practical.
down.
Yeah.
And I mean this is a fun neighborhood we're by a bunch of colleges. We're surrounded by bars and restaurants and fun things to do. If you're out having a good time, you might not be able to climb down from there.
I love how polite he explained that. Basically, if you're drunk, you may
Yeah.
you know knock yourself
That's what I
out.
heard.
So
I've heard that drinking is not the only thing that people do in the East
Yes,
Village.
fair
That's
enough.
what I've heard. I don't know.
That's exactly what I
That's
heard.
I want to ask you.
That's okay.
So that's
Go ahead.
kind of like your loft space. You share the bathrooms. Where's the kitchen? Or there's a kitchen.
This is your oven.
Communal
And it is your
restroom.
microwave.
Mikey, you gotta
Bathroom.
move the camera for that.
Yeah.
So this is all you get.
No
That's what
stove.
you get. It's technically all you need.
You know what?
So
Like,
this
I'm gonna
is
say
like
this, and I know Mikey can relate to it because
a
we've kind of gone through it in our
sleazy
work
motel.
process. Sometimes when your resources are
1,000 a
limited,
month.
it pushes you to become creative. And I kind of feel like this, like in a way, if I moved in here in a month, I'd be like, this is actually not too bad. I found this restaurant that I can microwave, it's affordable, and then I just, I feel like you will eventually get into the groove. How big is this? Like, what is the square footage, or like, can we get the measurements of the walls and openings?
Yeah, we could find out how big it is.
200
11
square
feet,
feet.
1 inch. All right, but let's get this is what people want.
Yeah, what is it?
So we got 10790.
Wow.
So do the math. How many square feet?
So it's almost 11 by 11, right?
Yep.
So it's almost
But you
200.
have to subtract.
Oh my god.
You have to subtract some of what you can't use, right?
Yeah.
Like this kind of.
It's
comes
almost
out.
200.
It's 120 square feet.
Well, it's less usable because of like. Where
It's insane.
place
Over
down.
$5 a foot.
Walking to the second place right now. We're at 2nd Avenue, 13th Street. Second place is going to be a little bit bigger. Let's see what it looks like.
A little bit bigger. How much more?
What are we about to see?
This entire apartment doesn't have anything that you'd probably, well, I shouldn't say that. It has its own bathroom, it has its own kitchen, two things that we couldn't find in the other apartment, and the rent here is $500 more a month. So a 50%
$1,500.
increase for the other 50% of the apartment.
Okay.
Fair, right? It sounds fair.
Check it out.
Honestly,
The
it
extra
feels like an
500 for some
apartment
privacy.
In a central location in Turkey. It kind of has that old marble, wider staircase.
You know what's crazy? I hate to pause here, but the common conception is New York is so unaffordable. It's not necessarily that it's unaffordable. It's just that what you get for what you pay for is like so small, because getting basically a studio, even though it's like really not even a studio, like I said, it's like a sleazy motel. I mean, still being able to get that, let's say like your dream is to go make it at Saturday Night Live, and you work at like a Starbucks or something like that. That's doable if you're really just there to pursue your dreams and comedy or whatever it is. If you're going there to pursue a dream, $1,000, that kind of gets you far, right? Honestly, I don't know what $1,000 gets you here anymore in LA, in actual LA, because New York is so good that even no matter what borough you live in, the infrastructure is amazing. You can get a subway and you can be in the most expensive part of town within minutes, versus here in Los Angeles, to get anywhere, you need a car. And because you need a car, there's always people driving, which means there's always traffic, and it's just really, really bad. So New York is a W for that. But yeah, let's see what 1,500 gets you. Make sure this wasn't on the two-time. I think I clicked speed normal.
I can't. We're at the top. Look, we're there.
Oh,
no. Hold on.
Uh-oh, he dropped the key. Key's downstairs.
You ready? Key to the city.
No way. No way they just did that on camera.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me? It must be a joke. It's got to be a joke.
Dude, this is spacious.
Oh, this is fine.
This is fine.
1,500? This is amazing.
So for 1,500, this is the cheapest place in the entire neighborhood.
Rated out of, 1 out of 10, considering the other $1,500 options.
Everything's a 10 out of 10.
It's a
for the
one
right
bedroom.
person. That's why they signed the lease. If you want to spend $1,500 and you want something bigger, you want something maybe a little bit more modern, that 10 out of 10 might be in another part of the city, right? But for this part of the city, if location, proximity to things in like a clean place, which is
And
well done,
space.
then it becomes a 10 out of 10.
I hear you. Well said. Cool. Well said. I mean, this is definitely spacious. I do not feel cramped here at all.
Yeah, this is
You
good.
have a massive window. You got a low view.
I could live there.
View.
Take us on the tour.
Kitchen,
Nice.
living
Right?
room.
Mini stove,
Let me show you the
everything.
bedroom.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's
Nice hardwood floors.
Look, it's good.
This place is amazing.
cozy.
Oh, this is great.
Now the complaint
Furnace?
a lot of people are gonna have is that this radiator is in the wrong place, right? You'd think that this should be in the corner, but if you're gonna put up with this, right over there, home office, bed, and everything else over here, it divides the room.
That's character, dude. I like that.
Yeah,
Maybe it makes
I
more
don't mind
sense
it.
to use this as like a 2-room studio. You have everything, bed, hangout stuff in here. You've got this is a good, for the East Village, this is a great view.
I mean, the fact that you're getting
This is
it,
East Village, so they're in Manhattan.
I thought you were gonna take us somewhere like dingy, first floor. No, this
Like,
is
this is not far
nice
from
and
Cat's
bright.
Deli.
Leave these windows open, get some fresh air.
So you've got your own kitchen, which we looked at, which is great, didn't have that before, and then you have your own bathroom.
I love this place. It's a bathtub.
I mean, Mikey, I will sell this bathroom if I need to. But first of all, we got tile floors. You got your trolley set up. Let's not forget to get your ventilation here, right? It's a functioning window. It's a big deal.
That is a
Then
big deal.
You get a full tub set up here. First off, the shower head. Mikey, let's get a close up. It's actually a good height. I see that because a lot of times these are so low. You have to shower.
It's
like
so
this.
good.
It's actually a good height.
And you have that good New York City water pressure.
Exactly.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God.
Then you get a little
So-
vanity set up here. 2 soap holders. You're winning.
Yeah.
Honestly, this apartment feels very spacious
Don't
compared
sleep,
to the
don't
other
sleep
one.
on the medicine cabinet.
Oh yeah, super spacious.
Hey, Mikey.
Ooh.
I mean,
You're missing details.
Come on
soon,
now.
Mikey, I don't even need to be in front of camera.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you do this.
Cash, I think there's only one thing left to do.
Upgrade?
The laser test.
The laser, what do you want to measure?
This is better on the square foot for sure to price. Even though it's 500 more, it's
We
better.
got Focus.
Can't see.
9.5.
Yes,
by 14,
much better.
6. 95 by 14.
It's damn near 300
so
square
this
feet.
is bigger than the entire apartment we were in first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels like it. And again, you live in New York for New York. You don't live in New York for an apartment. Like, this is your space to get the job done. You go out, you live your life.
Yeah.
So that's it. Like every single New
I
York
could really
City
live here.
apartment is overpriced unless you're here for the city, not for the apartment.
Let's see an upgrade.
Upgrade?
Yeah.
All right.
I
cool.
think
Let's go.
it's not 1,500 anymore. It's probably closer to like 18. But that was still amazing. 2,500 a month. This is the next step.
This has like 2 living rooms, I guess.
The point of comparison for this shouldn't be the place that we just looked at upstairs. It should be the first place we saw because that per person is actually cheaper than this. This is a $2,500 apartment.
Yeah.
It's a 2-bedroom. The rooms are about the same size. So you're paying $1,250 for this. Is this better or worse? This is something for you to decide. Is this better or worse than what we just looked at, sharing a bathroom but getting an entire place that's yours?
What is the status with the washer and dryer? You know?
It exists in a laundromat, which is on Google Maps.
Okay. All right. Didn't see that coming. Mikey, let's show the size of this room.
I think for scale, we need to pull out that laser one more time.
All right. Yeah.
I think the other place better.
I shouldn't have brought it. No, it's a good thing I did. If I didn't, this would be tough.
Much better.
Here we go.
6 feet 11 inches by 10.5. Or 10
So smaller than the other apartment.
Let's
The
check
first
the other
apartment.
room.
10 feet 5 inches by 6 feet 10 inches.
It's about the
It was
same
a Canon,
size.
You never focus.
So, Enes, your thoughts?
I mean, first one is a reality
This
check.
open living
It's like-
space is
I guess we
bigger.
gotta see the kitchen
Looks
before
feels
we
like
get
it's
there.
bigger
Yeah,
than
that's
both
Yeah.
rooms.
This is fine. This is fine.
And check this out. Come over here. If you injure yourself in the kitchen, you don't have to go to a hospital, man. Bro, look at this. By what's missing, you can tell what types of injuries the person who put this here experienced. Look, their knuckles, look at this. Their knuckles are done. They might not even have knuckles.
Something with the knuckles.
I'm assuming they haven't been burned very often.
So-
and they don't have any infections, but knuckles, that's gone.
So, Cash, I found you yesterday on Instagram, and you said that people in New York will throw in these little things to kind of pad the price of the unit. Is this one of those features, a little first aid kit?
I don't think any landlord in their right mind would put that in there and tell you that it means
I almost fell on
don't
this-
kill us.
Yeah, I almost
Kill
fell.
us.
We have a first aid kit. So,
Yeah, well, that's the burn stuff is still in there. We're good.
Wow.
So
Okay.
bathroom. Well, last test, and then
Bathroom is upgraded. I mean, I kind
It's good.
of got it. Honestly, this bathroom is plenty good.
Very
New
good.
tile, new tub setup. Get your vanity.
yeah.
It ain't floating vanity, but
Who needs that though?
who needs that in New York?
So, final thoughts. 1, 2, 3. Innes and then Cash.
I think first one is a reality check and price you pay to live in New York. That's really it. And then, but I can see the practical purpose behind like why people choose that. I honestly think the second and third one is plenty good. Like me and Mikey are looking around constantly like, yeah, that's plenty good. Like I can see 2 roommates living here, no problem. Being a part of the
Yeah, I
city.
agree.
It's certainly expensive, it's not cheap, but you don't come to New York with mediocre goals. Like you come to New York to make something out of yourself.
Yes.
It's an ambitious city, so you have to live up to that. And this is the price to pay for it.
That's it. I mean, the first place shows you the difference between like what you get if you want to pay the premium, even though it's the cheapest place. That's the premium you pay for having your own apartment,
There you go.
right? And that's something any renter should understand. You're always going to get more if you have a roommate. I mean, here, yes, per room it's a little bit more, but you have a common space, you have a kitchen, you have a bathroom.
Yep.
If you don't want any of that stuff, there is a tax on being alone in your own place, no matter where it is.
That wraps up, I guess.
That middle place,
Thank you, Mikey.
the second place I like a lot.
This is a bit of a surprise. Thank you, Cash, for showing us these 3 places. This was interesting. Thank you, Mikey, again. As always, we'll leave Cash's information in the description. If you guys want to see more New York apartments or simply learn what it takes to live in the city, just follow Cash.
Thank y'all for watching.
Definitely
You'll,
probably check
leave your
out some of
favorite
his stuff
places
in the
comments
future.
Below, and if you could live there, we'll see you next time.
Alrighty, peace.
Cool.
Definitely, it's expensive. Okay, it's expensive when I'm just comparing in terms of here versus there, not in between. But I could tell you that a 1-bedroom apartment, there's a lot of cities, all the major cities, a 1-bedroom apartment, you're probably going to spend $1,000 pretty much anywhere. But there will always be a massive difference in size, especially if we're talking about, Texas or Georgia. And I'm talking about the major cities there. So we're talking about Austin, Dallas, Houston, Atlanta. We're talking about major cities where $1,000 will probably get you a nice 1-bedroom apartment, much bigger than these. You could honestly probably find a 1-bedroom apartment that fits all 3 apartments that we've seen here in New York. But again, if you're going to New York, you're going to actually follow a dream. Whether it's, again, you want to go, do stand-up, that's like a mecca for stand-up, comedy, right? It's a mecca, right? We're talking, anybody you could think of, Seinfeld, Eddie Murphy. I mean, this is where you go to get your break as a comedian. You go audition for SNL. I mean, that's where the auditions happen. They happen every year. So you're going there for a dream. You're going there for the New York Stock Exchange. You're going to accomplish something. You're not going to New York because you want a change of scenery. You want to change the scenery and the change of pace, like slower, you go somewhere else. You go in the South. You go somewhere where your money will stretch, right? Where there's no state income tax. Like you go somewhere like that. But man, that was crazy. So, yeah. Alrighty. So this next place we're going to look at is the I think former Shark Tank host Barbara Corcoran, who is like stone cold assassinator, terminator when it comes to business. She is not to be messed with at all. She's not to be messed with at all. She is I don't know if she's still involved in, operating her brokerage, but she may. Just know that she is a legend in the real estate game. And we are going to look at a mobile home or manufactured home. Manufactured homes, we have a few of them here in Los Angeles County. Let me make it clear. Los Angeles County. We have quite the options. Now, mobile homes are very, I guess, okay alternatives. When you're planning on moving, there are, manufactured homes where you can own the land underneath the property. Those you'll end up spending a little more if you're buying. Those you'll end up spending a little more to get, because you're going to own a portion of the land versus a manufactured home where there's a land lease, meaning you can buy the dwelling itself, but you're renting the land. So you own your mobile home, you own your space, that belongs to you. Do whatever you wish with it. Heck, you could tear it down and put something else new there. What you're renting in some of the communities is just the space. So we're going to look at what is supposedly a $1 million mobile home owned by someone who has a lot of money and doesn't need to live in something like this. This is like really, really like humble. So let's check it out.
Who'd have thought Barbara Corcoran would have her own trailer?
Hey, why not? Who would ever thought that you could make a trailer look this good and have a double wide?
Wow. She's chilling.
I told you this address. Nobody knows I'm here.
Assistant.
You're kidding.
Your assistant let
She
me in.
must like you. Okay, so here's my Taj Mahal. It's very small. I don't know how many square feet, but everything's
Is this Malibu?
miniature.
I like it. It feels cozy.
This view is anything but cozy. That's why I bought this place. That's why I sunk too much money into it.
How much money did you sink into it, Barbara?
I'm embarrassed to admit.
You admitted the other place, though.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, then
It's
this
much
is
more,
cheaper.
right?
This
Yeah.
I sunk about
I know.
800,000. I put 150 in, so you're in $1 million home.
Because
I
you're
would pay
inside it.
10 million for it. My kitchen. Does this tile look familiar to you?
It does.
It's my leftover tile from New York, and I wanted the whole wall, but we ran out. But it looks cool like that, right?
Yeah, I love your fridge.
Oh, look how little it is. It's so darling.
That is so cute.
It only has wine in it. Okay, don't look.
And there's more.
So
Oh, yeah,
she
there's
just comes
more
here to
wine
hang
in
out.
there, you're right. I don't drink much, but I like to see it there.
I think I like this more than the New York City home.
So do I.
Yeah.
People think I'm crazy, but I do.
Yeah.
I'm happiest here. It's so nice. Here's my bathroom, my shower. I put a full force head on that shower. It almost hurts you to take a shower in there, honestly. You want to take a shower? I used my bed last time, I remember.
I might try your bed again.
This is the second bedroom. It's got 2.5 bedrooms.
I
This
see
is
you
the
have
second
a
bedroom.
hammer and a
Well,
mirror in there.
because the truth is, I was going to ask you to, if you have time, I'd like you to help me hang it. I need somebody tall to get up there.
Okay.
Follow me, men. Job for men.
There's a bunch of boys back here. There's no magic.
Well, I don't know. Is there a stud?
Oh, there's a stud right here. Yeah, you're looking right at him.
We're in business. We're in business. No, perfect. Would you like me to
They really helped her. That's so nice.
just be doing your thing?
Do your thing, do your thing.
Normal
Oh,
day.
that does look good.
And this is the bed you're going to flop on, because I know you always do that. Whoa!
What if I broke it? That would have been bad.
Okay, should I zoom in on you?
This is how I normally sleep.
Get back up.
Whoa.
It's over. Let's go.
This place looks really, really spacious.
Oh, of course. Look at the whole view is gorgeous. That's the reason I fell in love with the place. Here's my adorable bathtub.
So yeah, this
It's
is probably
heavy,
like
it's
Malibu or
thick.
something.
Paid more for this than I paid for all my furniture, but I love a bathtub.
2 baths a day, right?
That's
How do you know I
crazy.
take 2 baths?
That's actually the one thing that really stuck in my head. One where we did our first apartment tour together. You said I needed 2 baths a day.
Are
no
you serious?
showers.
Okay, well, you've seen about the whole house, I think. Oh, no, wait, the half bedroom. But when I'm by myself, I sleep in here because I love it. The problem with this is if you're going to do any hanky-panky, it's got new door, so you can't do it.
And you
Everybody hears.
Does that happen a lot in here? It's the cutest little bedroom ever.
I know. I
sleeping right here.
adore it. I adore this bedroom. So let me show you the terrace. That's really why I got it, for the terrace. And in California, you know, you live outside. This is June gloom, and it's gloomy. But if you were to
That's
come
amazing.
like about maybe 2 hours from now, it's stunning, and I see all the sunsets there.
You love your terrace, like terraces.
You
You're
know
a terrace
what?
girl.
I am. I should live outside, really. I feel relaxed, you know? You heard the expression, measure twice, cut once.
100%. It's
Coming down, but we lost the hammer.
It's over here. You got the hammer.
All right, babe. You all right?
I think we're good.
I'm really appreciative for doing this today. So let me show you my roses that I grew. None of the plants are here. This is what I spend most of my time planting. Smell that.
Oh, those are
Jasmine. I have the best smell in the world. Smell these roses. I got these just because of the smell. And these two, that smells better than the white today. Usually the white smells best.
Oh my goodness. It's like a perfume.
Hey, how about I'm taking out the garbage?
The garbage is
I'll go get the garbage because I really have to take it out.
Let's see where the garbage is. Why not?
I wonder if that's like
far
a
of a walk
neighbor
is it?
just being nosy.
It's a long walk. It's only at the end of the driveway.
We call this segment taking out the trash. If there's anything you want to get off your chest, Barbara, this is a good time.
Well, what I want to get off my chest, honestly, is the garbage bin is too far. Hi, Marion. I'm going to the garbage. I'll take your garbage for you. See, she takes her garbage by car.
By car.
This is my neighbor, Marion. Wait,
Hi,
Marion.
Nice to meet you.
They try to make me look normal.
She
But
is
you know, I
normal.
always put it in the car, right?
I feel like you've been doing a lot on social media since our last video. Have you been enjoying
Well,
that?
you know what? My social media team said that it's all about collaborations.
Yeah, it is.
Which I didn't understand. And it seemed annoying to me. Like, why do we have to be on somebody else's beat? Like, why can't we have our own beat and be original? And they said it's not about being original.
It's about being seen.
But, yeah, finally they convinced me because I like to be original. I don't like to be like everybody else, you know? Put
Yeah,
the
who's trying to
garbage out
collab
for
with
me.
your boy?
Stinks in there.
Like, we could
Toss
do
it, don't
something.
get Close.
Okay, there we go. Moment of truth.
Let's
Oh,
collab.
you know what? This is why we didn't do it.
Why?
Wrong side.
Upside down.
Oh my god.
The situation with the trailer is you can't break up the foundation and you can't move the trailer unless you break it apart. Well, I can't drive my trailer somewhere.
Right.
It doesn't have a motor, but the wheels are still on it, but it's hidden under the house.
Could you install a motor?
No, I wouldn't. I have no plan on leaving it. The view is so nice, you would never leave that. I'm just so happy they drove into that view
Well,
whenever
maybe,
they did.
Maybe I'll never leave. Maybe I'll just stay a
You're
while.
too young for me.
Am I?
Yes, you are. I wish in my heart you weren't,
I'm
because
in
you're
my
so
30s.
adorable.
I'm in my 30s now, Barbara.
Oh, by 30, you should be cleaner than this. I'll tell you the truth, I'm going to pass. I'm out. We're going full circle, right, in this whole trailer.
I love this.
Told
home.
you she's
I
killer.
don't blame me. I love it too. I'm not selling it. And in fact, the woman I bought it from, I always have a good story for buying houses, right? I saw this trailer park. There was another one that looked ugly as could be up 2 streets up. And I liked this one the best because it had the best view, I thought. So I knocked on her door and she said, no, I'm not selling, but I'll sell in a year. And I said, no, I really want it now. I said, but what if you could use it whenever you want? And she said, what do you mean, next year? I said, no, whenever you want, you come back and use the place for your life. She's about my age. And she said, yeah, that would be good. And she sold it to me.
Wow.
And I've gotten a lot of vacation homes with that line.
How many times has she used it?
Twice.
Twice?
Twice in 4 years.
Wow. I think that's a good deal.
She likes it much better now than when she lived in it because she said it was a dump. And she's right, it was a dump. They only pay $800 a month. That's really a
Whoa.
cheap way to live in LA, $800 a month,
That's
right?
insane. Oh yeah, you're
Anybody need him out there?
You know, I think I'll go reorganize the wine rack.
There we go.
Amazing. Oh, so yeah, Barbara. I love that place, Barbara. That place is amazing. Oh my gosh, that place is amazing. It's like so cute and blown away. Like, I never would have thought a mobile home, manufactured home, could look that nice. You know, clearly there was going to be some reason why someone like her would be in that kind of space, which, you know, for all the money she has, because she's really rich. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, no joke. You guys see her on Shark Tank. She's got dough. Okay, she could have a $20 million, $30 million, $40 million dollar mansion sitting on top of the hill with amazing view. She could have a Malibu home on the sand. But the fact that she's smart. She's very, very smart. And it's another reminder. It's another reminder of, and I'll tie this back in if you're with me at the end. And it's just a reminder, man, I love watching videos that inspire me or make me feel like a certain way, evoke a certain emotion. These are my favorite videos to watch. These are the reasons why I watch the videos in the first place. And, now I can elaborate these feelings with like-minded people, because you guys are geniuses. We're all geniuses. And it's just another reminder that what's best for your life is what's best for your life, not what public opinion or people think of you. Because at the end of the day, we could all live in a mobile home, or we can all live more modestly. We don't need to have a Tesla. Like, we could buy a 20-year-old vehicle, restore it, make it really, really good, and drive that. We don't need these quote unquote status symbols to impress people that won't show up to our funerals, right? Meaning they don't care about you. You think they care about you. They don't, right? Even if they judge you, at the end of the day, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they have. There's nothing that will impact your life. But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. So, our last video, we will be checking out a straight tiny house, right? Which, these tiny houses these days, they're being manufactured inside of a warehouse. So all the pieces, they send you all the pieces, and it's like putting a desk together. It's like not really, really over the top. The main thing that you have to do is establish a foundation, which is just a matter of grading the ground and pouring concrete. And then after that, you just assemble your tiny house. And they have some tiny houses that look amazing, looks way better than a mobile home. Even though Barbara's mobile home, that looked amazing. Like, the money, you could tell that she put in $800,000 if you really paid attention to it, with the from hers to the neighbors that she went by. Like, it's just the exterior, you can tell she put the money into it. But these tiny houses are looking more and more and more amazing. And, we're going to check out one that really caught my eye. It was like super modern out of everything. And that's why I clicked it. So let's see what a low cost. Okay, this is the lowest cost according to my knowledge. So let's check it out. You know what? I like that there's running electricity here. So this looks like this house is part of everything. So like, they own the house. I know I paused it like super quick. I just kind of wanted to point out, because I saw like the electricity was there, and I'm like, they're running electricity just for a tiny house, but there's already a pre-existing house. So there's infrastructure here already.
Today we are in Frenchburg, Kentucky. It is the first time visiting Kentucky on my channel. I'm really happy to be here. The weather is fantastic today. It's like 80 degrees in April. I'm sweating. Of course, I'm wearing all black, but we're going to be touring this Airbnb right behind me. That's it is 600 square feet.
It's not. That's like a street that separates it. So like, this is just like, I know I paused it again. Sorry. This is like in between land. Like, wow, they got a hot tub there. All right, I'm impressed.
Space, 2 bedrooms in here, 1 bath, and it is situated on 40 acres of private property here. The views are just beautiful. I love the black exterior.
So,
it's black stained on the tongue and groove. I know I get a lot of comments about Levi doesn't stay at other places that aren't black painted or stained. Well, just look at the outside of this. It is so beautiful looking, especially with all these windows and the deck spaces. I mean, you can't tell me this doesn't look good. But we'll walk up on the first deck space. This is where you'll walk in at. A couple seating options here, and the sliding door is your front door. The host told me he built this himself, and it cost less than $100 grand to build this. So if you're looking for something in that price range and to get inspired, this is the place. Keep watching. You're also probably wondering about the locks. What type of locks do they use? What even is a lock? Well, let me tell you about today's sponsor, UTech. I personally don't like using a key walk right through the front door. What are my first impressions whenever I walk in here? Well, I would say this is very spacious. It seems like it is a lot larger than what it actually is. Judging from the outside, it looks pretty small. And when you walk inside, it's kind of like, wow, this is
So
really
is there a
large.
loft in a bedroom? That's what it looks like.
Tall ceilings. That's probably why it's called the tall stuga. The design is definitely minimalistic and Scandinavian. The first section we walk into is the dining table right here.
Scandinavian
Right in
furniture,
between
love
these
it.
two massive windows. We have the sliding door right here, and then this huge window that looks out into the backyard. I like how they have the windows on the back side of this house compared to the front, so we're not looking at the road.
I see a lot of comments of people being concerned with privacy having the large open windows. I like that they have blinds on here so that way you can get privacy, and they are hidden. You can't really tell that they're there, so that's a nice feature as well.
We'll continue walking into the living room space. Now we have the ladder here in the middle. It goes all the way up to the loft. It's pretty large, but right next to it we have a gas fireplace, the TV right above it. You can sit here on this couch, which I believe is also a sleeper sofa. Got a reading chair right there in front of me. Minimalist furniture in here for a nice, sleek design choice. This is the main space. Right in front of me, though, is your first bedroom. In here, you have the bed right in the middle. I'm a big fan of this color green for the bedspread. Nightstands on both sides, of course. The pine tongue and groove behind it is a good look. You have a closet over here on this side, and this is just a small, intimate bedroom. Justin, what's that behind your head?
It's an AC unit.
It is, that is right. If you're a cold sleeper like myself, that thing's gonna be turned down all the way.
I feel like
so
Kentucky would be a cold
crispy,
place.
Cold bedroom. Do you like sleeping in the cold, Justin?
I do not.
All right, let's head to the kitchen. Right across from this bedroom off the dining room is
So
your
electric
kitchen
stove.
space. It takes up this entire wall over here. Two huge windows in front of me for some good natural lighting. I like how there's not a ton of floating shelves up here to expose all of your dishes. They just have the one right here in the corner. And there's plenty of countertop and cabinet space below. I like the wood cabinets that they used and the countertop. It's leathered granite, so it's
So nice.
textured and it just looks beautiful. And then you got your oven right here for cooking. The sink option next, which I know a lot of people complain about small sinks in these tiny houses.
That's
This
not even a
sink
small
is
sink.
really large to clean any dishes, anything you need to do. I would not consider that small. And then you got your
It's
coffee
not.
supplies over here. Who doesn't love coffee? The last thing down here is your full-size fridge. Justin and I packed 3 or 4 days worth of food in here, no problem. There is a lot of space left. And then we continue along down the hallway. The last thing down here is behind these doors. Justin, what's behind these doors? Do you know?
With a kitchen, it's gotta be a pantry.
Wrong.
Washer and dryer.
Washer and dryer behind these doors, even better. And then we can enter into the bathroom right over here. I'm standing in the bathtub. It's not just any bathtub though. It's
a very large bathtub.
This is a jacuzzi bathtub, which is just perfect. The tiling in here is huge. I mean, look how big each tile slab is with the black grout, the black faucets and everything. I like the window in here as well. I'm always a fan of the window in the shower. I think it's a good touch. Of course, you got your toilet here and your vanity as well. And this is just an overall nice bathroom. Let's head to the loft. We're up here in the loft. We climbed the huge ladder. I can't even touch the ceilings in the loft. That's how spacious it is up here. And the bed
is nice.
bigger than the one downstairs. This is a king-size
bigger,
bed
yep.
right here in the middle. You got the railing all around this as well. You got some cabinets over here and a small chair. Now you might be worried about it being really hot up here. Well, they have
To quote Barbara, if you're trying to hanky-panky up there, it's going to be tough because there's no privacy.
an industrial-sized fan to cool yourself off, so you don't have to worry about that while being up here. I'm looking at Justin right now though, but he's looking pretty funny right here on the ladder. Let me show you guys real quick. This is my view of Justin. OSHA violations at its finest, filming while on the ladder. Let's give it up for Justin for being tall. All right, let's head outside.
Got the hot tub outside.
When you're done inside,
Excellent.
we can come
Smoker.
back outside and explore.
It's a good
everything
smoker
else.
too.
The really cool thing about this property is that there's 2 decks on this tiny house. We're just on the first one. We walked over to this one. It's a little bit more intimate and it's action-packed over here. We got some seating on this side, which all faces this fire pit in the middle. They leave a ton of firewood here that you can chop yourselves, which is really fun. We'll be doing that in a second. My favorite thing out here though is the wood pellet grill. I've never seen one of these before. I've never used one, and I think we need to grill some burgers out here while the weather is fantastic and do a burger review. Let's grill some. Justin put some hype dance music behind this.
Doesn't look very appealing. Like it's still frozen.
Didn't see that. Burger review. Let's try this burger that I cooked on the wood pellet stove.
So no bread.
This is one of the best burgers I've had, honestly. 10 out of 10, for sure. Justin, let's see.
It's my first taste. That's really good.
How good is
He's
that?
using bread.
That is
Texas
very good.
toast,
10 out of
baby,
10.
is what that
We're done
looks
eating the
like.
burgers. We have a hot tub over here. Everybody loves a hot tub. It's tucked in this cubby. String lights above for the mood. Of course, you gotta have them. And then there is clear roofing above us. So even when it's raining, you can be out here in the hot tub enjoying your time. That is really nice to have.
It's very
we need
nice
get
to
this
have.
Fire pit going. Let's go chop some wood. They leave a ton of wood here for you and the axe to chop some. I gotta practice my manhood every now and then. Who doesn't like chopping wood? Justin, wood me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have worded it like that. And then he doubled down and said, "Wood me up." Yo. Practice my manhood. What the hell does that even
This is a
mean?
big, heavy axe.
Ooh.
One more time. Ready?
Ooh.
All right, Justin's turn. This is Justin's second time chopping wood.
The first time didn't go so well.
We'll roll that clip now.
He needs to practice his manhood
All right.
more.
It's redemption time.
Let's go.
I got a little piece.
Nice.
Let me try that again. I should have just stopped the first time. Gosh.
Justin, how does chopping wood feel?
You would think I would feel like a man, but not now.
And that is the tour of this Airbnb. If you want to check it out, the link is down in the description below. There's lots of good stuff in the description to check out. Thank you guys for watching this video, truly. And I'll see you guys next week.
All right, let's see. How much is this Airbnb? Here it is, Airbnb book here. Boop, 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 boop. Minor cabin, 40 acres with a hot tub. Brother. Wow, they got some dates open, some dates. So let's see for 3 nights in April. 3 nights in April, 187 a night, 75 a cleaning fee. That's actually not bad. $63 for the Airbnb service. That's pretty fair. But $187 a night to be in Kentucky, unless I know what I'm doing there, obviously I would have no purpose in going to the middle of nowhere. But if there's something to do in Frenchburg, Kentucky, let's say, there might be a great place to do hunting and, gaming and stuff like that, then definitely I could see myself staying in something like this, especially, you go get some big game, put it on the smoker, get some venison, and you practice your manhood. Essentially. But anyway, that's going to wrap up our video. I don't have a lot to say I'm just, again, blown away by you guys. Everything you guys do is just, it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, just being honest with you, just this whole experience of, starting a channel and not really knowing what to expect, posting my first video and, just going through the motions of learning how to get better, looking at the camera, speaking to the cameras, using less filler words. I mean, some of those videos are so bad, the ones from the beginning. I can't wait until I get to the point where I could just start removing some of the older videos, like everybody does, remove their older videos, because the older videos are always bad, because the best experience that you can get is just to do it. and, you know, thinking like, man, how can I start off by making the perfect video? There was no way. There was no way. So I stopped procrastinating. I made the first video. I know I need to create better content, especially since you guys are actually, for whatever reason, subscribing to the channel, you know, liking a video. I don't ask for any of that. I think I want to keep it that way. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like if that's something you want to do, it's up to you. At the end of the day, whether I tell you to, or ask, let me not say tell, whether I ask you to like or subscribe, at the end of the day, you're going to do what makes you feel good. Like if subscribing to me makes you feel good, or whatever it is that I've done that has earned your you know, repeat business, whatever I've done, you know, I would rather you want to than to feel like, man, let's help him get to this, or let's help him get to that, you know. But hey, here we are. I actually feel like, man, I could really get to 100, which is still like mind blowing to me. But yeah, what I wanted to say before we get off the video and before I let you guys go, because I know you guys got some ass to kick and you're ready to start the weekend, you're ready to have a kick-ass time and all this other stuff, is going back to Barbara's mobile home. The fact that she has all this money in the bank. I mean, she wakes up and she sees zeros, commas, and she's cool living in a mobile home. It is just to let you know, stop worrying about what people think of you. I was guilty of this too, worrying about what you guys might think of me, which is why another reason I didn't want to start posting videos that I didn't think were very good. And whether my videos are good, bad, all I can do is try to improve, which is why I ask, if you do have any constructive criticism for me, please give it to me. Okay. I would love to just make better content. The only thing I'm concerned with is making better content and evolving where I can contribute more to others and make an impact. Cause that's all I care about. I would love, when I've said this multiple times, I would love to be in a position where, you know, someone like Jimmy, I'm not saying I will ever be anything like Jimmy. I mean, we're talking about Mr. Beast Jimmy. I don't ever see that ever happening. And that's okay. That's okay. But I would love to just be able to give, to reward people that I interact with. You have no idea how often I think to myself, like, man, if I had this extra money, every time I see the mailman, perfect example, every time I see the mailman, I would love to just buy them lunch, right? I would love to just buy them lunch. And every day I would love to, like, every time I run into somebody, every day I would love to do something that impacts a life. And we don't need a camera for that. You know, now I can, you know, maybe if I have an interaction with a certain person here and there, I'd be more than happy to, you know, do something like that, especially if someone who's providing a service that I'm consuming, because that's one thing about me, is that I really, really appreciate people who provide services that I consume, you know, and I don't feel entitled. Even if I'm spending my money, I don't necessarily feel entitled, right? Because they still are providing the service, and whether the service is good or not, you know, is really going to be upon that person providing the service. So if they're going out of their way to make sure that I feel good, or, you know, about whatever the service is, then I want them to feel good too, because this is a two-way street. Just because I spend my money doesn't entitle me to be an asshole. So, but yeah, love the fact that Barbara she has no ego. She has no ego. She lives in a mobile home that is amazing, by the way. But the fact that a mobile home with which she can afford to live in, like I said, pretty much a whole lot of stuff. And she's like, I'd rather have my money do other things for me and impact others' lives with her charities and stuff like that. So I just think that's amazing. Don't worry about what people think. You keep grinding. Live within your means until you don't have to. That's how we're going to end the video. Live within your means until you don't have to. Right? Until you don't have to. Because one day you won't have to live within your means. One day you'll be making so much freaking dough that you'll be calling me and saying, hey, Drayson, I want to invest in a $15 million property in LA. You think you can handle that? And I'll be like, for you, I got you. So yeah, appreciate you guys once again. I love you. Sorry for stealing that again, Matt, but it just works so well. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.